What's up, guys? Welcome to MCpodcast, aka Man Culture. And in this episode, we're going to be going over the 7th episode of Solo Leveling. In this episode, you'll see some fights. You'll see some character development, of course. You'll see some subtle introductions and, learn more about some other characters and just some more important stuff going on in this episode. And kind of off the start, you're really kind of greeted with the kind of co-leader, if not the guy straight under the Hunters Association director, and basically they're kind of going over a status kind of report of basically a report of what happened of the last episode where he fought that party and obviously killed a bunch of people in the dungeon, and it was reported to him, and he kind of seems a little not set off, but definitely takes interest in it because he realizes it's Hunter Jin Woo being involved again. But once again, they have Jin Woo, which is the guy that was in the dungeon with him with the special equipment. And he's pretty important in this episode because he kind of tries to get Jin Woo on his side, and he's obviously the son of a rich, one of the richest people in the world, and basically he wants to offer him basically a guild building, which is like of a lot of money, and he sees it's worthwhile to recruit Jin Woo, which he's smart to do. But in this kind of episode, it seemed like he was kind of like not on good terms with Jin Woo yet, but in the webtoon they really get a nice vibe going on, and you'll see some growth between those guys. But other than that, he has to go on 19 raids with him so they could kind of make him a guild leader, which is his main goal through Song Jin Woo. But kind of a friendship kind of blossoms throughout there, and later on in the story it'll touch on him being a guild master and other stuff like that. But the main part of this episode was also realizing that the S rank dungeon key that he got from completing his stats twice. Basically, there's something called the elixir to life, and that essentially is the cure-all and kind of last-ditch hope that he has on saving his mom and kind of curing that illness that's never been cured before, and nobody's woken up from external sleep. But either way, or eternal sleep, sorry. And basically, he goes to the entry guardian and kind of goes to the dungeon, and he really gets his ass whooped. Like in the webtoon, I think he had like more of a chance and wasn't really beat down as much as the anime did. But honestly, this was another really good fight. I mean, he did get thrown around quite a bit. He got saved by a lot of the systems, like kind of the fail saves when he gets low, and he kind of explains that. But he's fighting a red level boss. He's risking it all. He wants to get stronger. He wants to keep pushing forward. And there's been multiple times where he's had to test himself, like the small dungeon he spawned in when he first started. It's just every single time, like no pun intended, but he's at that next level and challenging that next level until he reaches the pinnacle, which is in the future. But throughout this episode, we learned a lot, but fight scene wise, it was a really cool episode. I wish they did show a little bit more about his stats and throw out some information, like some of what his abilities are, because they really accentuated that in the webtoon where everything was kind of explained. You were shown stuff a lot of times, where in this, I think you learn it once and you kind of have to just go with it. Like he has certain abilities like a bleed on his dagger or like a paralyze, whatever. And he has a lot of these abilities that are very accentuated in the webtoon because they show like little panels and pictures of it, because you just get a better idea of it. This, you have to go with it because it's animated. But besides that, I think this was another great episode. This show only gets better and better every single time, and further down the road it's going to be even cooler. They've got some really eventful episodes coming up next with some reunion of some characters. And honestly, this show just gets better as it progresses. And I understand the first 2 episodes were super compelling and had a lot of like the pull factor, but trust me, it gets better. Stay tuned. I'm super excited for this next episode. But yeah, this has been MCpodcast, aka Man Culture, and we out. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, and subscribe, please. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.